What's up? Black men must prioritize physical health in order to be the best version of themselves. Now, I can honestly say the one of the happiest and most fulfilling moments that I've had in my life was when I was consistently going to the gym. I was consistently working out. I was consistently trying to eat right, right? And I think that it's something to be said for your physical health and why that has to be prioritized in every black man's life, because I think that there's so many ways that the enemy tries to infiltrate and tear us down and destroy us and kill us. And we have to keep our eyes open to what we do to ourselves and how we treat ourselves, right? And once you understand that, you start to see what you eat and when you work out and when you exercise and how you work out and how you exercise, all those things matter. None of those things can really be neglected, because once they're neglected, we're not powerful when we're in a unhealthy body. We're gonna be the most powerful and we're gonna be the strongest as men when we are in a healthy body and we're strong and we're capable and we're doing something for ourselves that not only makes us mentally strong, but physically strong in every aspect of who we are as a man. And I think that there's so many times where people don't prioritize that. That's something that has to be prioritized in your life. Because if you don't prioritize that, usually how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you're a person who doesn't eat right, who doesn't work out, who doesn't try to take care of their body, I feel like that's going to be a trickle effect where it's going to be harder. And see, it's going to be extreme. It's going to be way harder because once you visibly see you're out of shape, you look throwed away, you look like, you just don't take care of yourself as far as your physical health, you're going to be at a place where you're just not going to be as confident as a man. You're not going to be as attractive as a man, to me, not only to women but just to people, because you really a lot of the times that shows people that you have dedication, that you have consistency, that you have some sort of discipline, that you have some sort of desire in you that wants you to be better. That is the real key. When you have that desire to just be better. And a lot of us, we're unhealthy because we have no desire to be better as a man. And so, black men specifically, we have to prioritize eating good and eating healthier, because nobody is going to come. The government isn't going to make a plan for us to eat healthier, right? It's going to have to come from our own mind. We're going to have to do that for each other, right? And in my community that I'm making, we're gonna have a thing where we eat good food. It's gonna be like on every Saturday, we're gonna eat healthy food and we're gonna talk about why it's important to eat healthy food, why it's important to have good eating habits, why it's important to exercise, right? But we're also gonna have a workout day as well. And so these are the things that are going to be very important in order to making a man strong, because a lot of the times a man could be mentally weak, but once he starts working out, he becomes mentally strong. So any avenue you want to take, even I mean any road you want to take to becoming stronger, it's really gonna it's really gonna be a thing where it's gonna build you up entirely, because there's so many men that you could see, they started working out and they became a more disciplined man all around in their life, in other aspects of life. They became disciplined in the gym. They started eating healthy. Then they started being more disciplined at their job. They started being more disciplined when it came to how they treated themselves. They became more disciplined to whatever else they were doing in other aspects. They became disciplined all around. So a lot of times that can be a gateway for you to becoming a more disciplined man entirely, not just in one aspect. So this is something that really is gonna be a good thing when it comes to maintaining that care and maintaining that discipline for ourselves when we eat good, when we take care of our bodies, when we making sure that we're at our strongest physically, we're at our healthiest physically. Because it's so many of us that get caught with sickness and disease when it could have been, it was in our control, right? And there's so many times people will be like, well, stuff can happen, it can be out of your control. We don't, with me, I'm not gonna focus on what I can't control. I'm gonna only focus on what I can. And how many people do you think, how many black men do you think um are doing what's in their control in this fullest capacity. Most of us aren't. We're not doing what we could be doing because we're not operating at the fullest of our capacity. So you can't be in this mindset of, oh, I can't do it, and having this victim mindset. No, you can do a lot. You can change a lot, and that's a self-limiting belief. You can do anything you want to do. If you want to, break through those barriers that the world has never seen, you can do that. It all starts with you believing in yourself, and then you working towards that, right? So no matter what, have that self-belief and understand that you are in control because this is your life and this is your body. You are in control. It's things in life that can be out of our control, but can we do anything about that? No. But what we can do and we what we can do is choose how we react and choose how we're going to move forward and choose how we're going to push past and not allow those things that we can't control to stop us from being who we are and how we were made and how we're supposed to be, right? Because a lot of us, we have things that may have happened to us that we can't control, and we allow that to tear us down. We can't do that. We can't do that. We have to be able to push past our physical limits, the limits that people put on us, the limits that we can't control. We can push past those limits. All it takes is self-belief and dedication that we're going to be better, we're going to get better, right? So this is why physical health and eating right and just your overall physical health is important, and liking how you look, taking care of yourself, all those things are extremely important because they they show that you care about yourself. They show that you're disciplined about making sure that you're taken care of. These are things that are just very, very important, and they have to be prioritized because when they're not prioritized, it shows that we have a lack of care about ourselves. And the bigger thing we have to look at when it comes to generating people believing in this and people following this is the kids. Think about the kids. And I'm a prime example. I grew up having parents who did not care. They loved me with everything in them, but they didn't have a plan for me to eat healthier, to take care of my body, to self-manage myself, right? They didn't produce those good eating habits in me. So I have to do that for myself now. But what I can understand is that I can help other kids be like that as well, eating right, working out, taking care of their physical body, making sure that they're healthy and strong. So that is a big reason why we need to have more men doing that so we can have the future generation go into that and they have, they're even stronger. So that's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.